This is a story about a boy from Indiana in 1895. When he was a 6-year-old, his father passed away. His mother had to start working in a tomato factory, leaving him to cook and care for his siblings. Life hit him hard at very young age, and because of the difficult situation he faced, he has to work as a farmhand at the age of 10. When he was in a 6th grade, he dropped out of a high school and left his home. He started working as a painter of a house carriages. When he was 16, he faked his age to enlisted in the US Army. After being honorable discharged a year later, he started working as a railway laborer and studied law at the nearby university until he ruined his legal career by getting into a fight. He was forced to move back in with his mom and get a job selling life insurance. After some time, he got fired for not following orders. Some years later, he stabilized a ferryboat company and it was an instant success later on. He tried cashing in on his ferryboat business to create a chemical lamp manufacturing company, only to find out the another company was already selling the electrical lamp much better than his company lamps. All this hardship in a life, but this guy wouldn't give up. He moved to work as a salesman for a tire company, but again he lost his job when the company closed its manufacturing plant. By the age of 40, he met the general manager of an oil company who asked him to run a service station for him. But the station has to close down again as a result of a Great Depression. The Shell Oil Company offered him a service station rent-free. In return for paying the company a percentage of sale, he started operating the service station and also began to serve chicken dishes and another sample meal for a people who are stopping by the station. His pan-fried chicken soon became a favorite with the people of the area and made him famous in the region. Few years later, he took out the station and started a proper restaurant. After fairly succeeding at this venture, he started to advertise his food, and to his meat, an argument interrupted out of the blue with a local competitor resulted in a fatal shootout with one of his employees dying. 4 years later, he bought a motel next to his chicken restaurant, hoping for the better business, but it caught fire and burned down to the ground together with his restaurant. Yet this ambitious man rebuilt and ran a new motel with a 140-seat restaurant until World War II forced him to close it down again. When the war has ended, he tried selling his recycling to the other restaurants. His recipe was rejected 109 times. When finally in 1952, he sold his secret dress IP Kentucky Fried Chicken for the first time to the operator of one of the city's largest restaurants. It quickly became a hit, and as a result, several other restaurant owners franchised the concept and paid him 4 cents per chicken. However, good time doesn't last very long. His own restaurant was crippled when an interstate highway reduced customer traffic. He sold it, and he was left only with his saving and the $105 a month from a social security. So finally, he pursued his dream to franchise his chicken concept nationwide and traveled the US looking for suitable restaurant. He opened a new restaurant and a company headquarters in 1959. He often slept in the back of his car. He visited restaurant often to cook his chicken, and if the owner liked it, then he was negotiated a franchisee right in 1965. At the age of 75, he was just getting started after a year of rejection and failures. Misfortune Colonial Sanders franchisee approach became highly successful. KFC was one of the first fast food chain and to expand globally, opening outlet in Canada, UK, Mexico and Germany by the mid of 1960s. The Colonial remained the company symbol. After selling it, he traveled over 14,000 kilometers a year, visiting KFC restaurants and delighting customers around the world. At the age of 90, Colonel Sanders passed away. At the time, there were around 6,000 KFC locations in 48 different countries. In 2018, there was a 20,622 KFC restaurant worldwide. If you are overwhelmed by the rejection and discouraged by a setback, remember the story of Colonial Sander, a 6th grade dropout fired from multiple jobs, ruined his legal career, set back by the Great Depression fire and World War II, yet he became the world's most famous cook after reaching retirement age. Colonial Sander, the creator of one of the largest fast food chain in the world, was many things, but above all he was a great success story with his story. We can learn that despite of thousands of rejection and misfortunes, how dedication along with a hard work can create success regardless of age. Thank you for watching. Comment if you like this story.